Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So at this point, it is clear as fucking day that the Browns have lost all leverage in Baker Mayfield negotiations, bruh. It's clear as day. And it started because of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, he got in his feelings because he heard the Browns was trying to upgrade that quarterback and they was trying to meet with Deshaun Watson. So what he did was come to social media after reportedly, taking a break from social media, and he decided that he was going to say farewell to the fans and shit while he's still on the team. Who does that, like I say? But he did that while still being on the team and at the time starting quarterback. So that let teams know there that something ain't right. And it also led everybody to speculate that he doesn't want to be here no more, And then before you know it, after Deshaun Watson says originally that he wasn't coming here, Baker Mayfield follows up, tries to shit on the Browns and fuck us over and request a trade, bruh. With him requesting a trade, that really hurt us, bruh. Because now teams know he don't want to be here. Teams know that the relationship between him and the Browns is damaged. And it was also reported that the relationship was not repairable. Teams know this. So they was already trying to lowball us at that point, bruh. But with us coming out and technically refusing to trade Baker Mayfield, and with him being our QB1, we could have got around that and still got some decent, or shall I say fair, compensation for Baker Mayfield. But when we went out there and upgraded and got Deshaun Watson and shit, and went out there and signed Jacoby Brissett, teams know that Baker Mayfield would never throw a ball in Cleveland again, bruh. Never suit up in the Browns uniform. Teams know that Baker Mayfield is literally holding a roster spot and that we're just literally looking to throw him off on somebody, bruh. With that being said, teams are not trying to really give up appropriate compensation. They trying to really lowball at this point, bruh. Because they know it's not that we want to get rid of him. We need to get rid of him, bruh. So that's understandable, But at the end of the day, everything comes back to Baker Mayfield just not being that fucking dude, bruh. Like, man, we all can sit up here and admit that the leverage is not in our favor. But at the same time, bruh, you have to admit that the Browns are not the first team in history to be in this situation, bruh. We've seen other teams be in a situation where they're moving on from a quarterback and it's obvious, and they're still able to move that quarterback for fair compensation, bruh. Let's talk about it. Josh Rosen, worse quarterback than Baker Mayfield, same draft class, right? He had a decent year with the Arizona Cardinals his first year. Never watched film on him, never watched him play, so I don't know truly how bad he was. But the new coach came in and let it be known, I need Kyler Murray number 1 overall, bro. That's exactly what they did. They drafted Kyler Murray number 1 overall, bro. And then on day 2 of the draft, while the draft was going on, the Cardinals banged off Josh Rosen, literally dumped him off to the Dolphins for a 2nd-round pick and a 5th-round pick. Sam Darnold, same draft class, worse quarterback than Baker Mayfield as well. And it's crazy because Sam Darnold is basically in the same type of quarterback market, or was in the same type of quarterback market as Baker Mayfield, where teams need a quarterback but don't have that many options, bruh. The Jets still traded Sam Darnold to the Panthers for a 6th-round pick, a 2nd-round pick, and a 4th-round pick. And everybody named Mama knew they was picking Zach. What's his name? I almost said Zach Randolph. Zach Wilson, number 1 overall, bruh. We've seen other teams in this situation. What makes the Browns different? Is it because Baker Mayfield requested a trade? Fuck no. Because guess what? When we went out there and got Deshaun Watson, that shit cancels itself out. We need to get rid of Baker Mayfield, not because he don't want to be here. It's because he does not serve a purpose here. That shit don't matter no more, bruh. It's just teams truly don't feel like Baker Mayfield is necessarily worth the investment, bruh. That's how I wholeheartedly feel. And teams are letting it know because they have been moving on, bruh. All these teams probably talked to the Browns and hung up the phone, bruh, except the Texans. But let's talk about it, bruh. The Colts, first team up, you feel me? The Colts was the team that Baker Mayfield wanted to go to, bruh. He let it be known, I want to be traded there. And I understand why he wanted to be traded there. The Colts were aware of this. They not fucking dumb, bruh. They keep up with the news. Guess what? They did not trade for Baker. Instead, they traded a 3rd-round pick for Matt Ryan, who is an older quarterback, definitely more experienced, but more expensive. You feel me? He has no upside. Not saying that Matt Ryan's trash, but he has no potential. Baker Mayfield technically has potential. According to the Baker Mayfield family and the ride for Sixers and the ride for six dick riders, Baker Mayfield is that dude, you feel me? He's not that dude. That's not what the Colts thought. The Colts did not think that. And you also got to think like this. The Colts are not like these other teams that need quarterbacks. The Colts, they are playoff contenders, bruh. They have a good line. They have a good running back. They have a good defense. They have a good coaching staff. You feel me? They got Matt Ryan because they know what they are going to get 9 times out of 10 from Matt Ryan. You don't know what you're going to get out of Baker Mayfield next year, bruh. You don't know what you're going to get out of him, bruh. So I understand the move, you feel me? The Falcons, after they traded Matt Ryan, they said, fuck it, we going to have fun this year. We go trade for we go sign Marcus Mariota, 2-year, $18.7 million. And you got to think, the Falcons, they hold the 8th pick. So they may also go out there and draft a quarterback, bruh. The Saints, they re-signed Jameis Winston, 2 years, $28 million. It's obvious they're not interested in Baker Mayfield. It's obvious, bruh. It's completely obvious. They're not paying Jameis Winston that amount of money to come in to training camp competing at quarterback, bruh. He is the day one starter, bruh. The Texans, obviously uninterested, because if they were interested, even though they need a quarterback, they would have just tucked Baker Mayfield in the trade for Deshaun Watson, bruh. This team holds the 3rd pick and the 13th pick. They're drafting the quarterback in the draft 9 times out of 10. Or they probably go rock out with that Mills dude, I don't know. But they're not interested in Baker, bruh. And that's head-scratching in my opinion. The Panthers, they let it be known, we're not interested in Baker Mayfield. The Panthers, they hold the 6th pick in the draft. And you also got to take into consideration, they have already been down this road with Sam Darnold, bruh. Sam Darnold fooled them. He had about 4 or 5 good games and fooled their ass, bruh. They not trying to go through this again, bruh. They already gave up picks. I told you, they gave up a 6th, a 2nd, and a 4th round pick. They ain't trying to really invest in Baker, bruh. Let's be real, man. And then the Seahawks. The Seahawks is probably our last hope, bruh. They are really our last hope for trade, bruh. But you gotta think about it. They have Drew Lock. Drew Lock is already a project. They already have Drew Lock. He's a little bit younger than Baker. This team also holds the 9th pick in the draft. They may not really feel like they need to trade for Baker Mayfield, bruh. I also heard that they're interested, but I also heard they wasn't interested. So which one really is it? You feel me? But I'm just saying, they don't necessarily have to trade for Baker. So at this point, bruh, where is Baker really going to go? Teams clearly have moved on. Teams clearly don't really seem to be that interested in Baker Mayfield, bruh. So in result, the Browns are either going to have to dump him off for the bare minimum, or they going to have to cut his ass. They going to have to cut him. Teams, it seems like they're forcing our hand at the same time. But it also seems like teams, like I said, don't really believe that much in Baker, because if you really wanted this dude on your team, you thought he really would give you a chance to be your franchise quarterback and win you games, bro, you would trade. You would put in real efforts to trade for him so that when he does become a free agent, nobody else gets him instead of you. Because when he comes a free agent, he can go wherever he wants, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. So that's why I say I can't blame it strictly on leverage, bro. I really feel like teams just don't feel like he's worth the investment. Teams by now, I think they would have at least gave up a 2nd or 3rd round pick. They not doing it, bro. So it is what it is, man. But that's what I think. I don't know when he's going to get traded, but it is a high chance that he does get released. I just want to let that be known, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You think he going to get released? Think he going to get traded? Who do you think he may get traded to? Let me know everything you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I got more content coming soon.